Imagine digging in the desert and uncovering something so explosive that it terrified an entire religion into silence for 1,600 years. That's exactly what happened in 1945, when an Egyptian farmer cracked open a clay jar near Nag Hammadi and found 13 ancient books, texts the early church fought desperately to erase. Among them was the Gospel of Mary. But it wasn't the gospel itself that sent scholars into a frenzy. It was a single margin note. Written in faded Coptic script, it read, "This teaching spreads like wildfire among the women. It must be stopped before the men lose their authority entirely." Boom. There it was, a 4th century confession scribbled by a terrified scribe, admitting exactly why Mary Magdalene's words were buried. Not because they were heresy, but because they threatened the entire male power structure of the early church. You see, Mary wasn't a repentant sinner or a fallen woman. She was a teacher, a leader. According to the Gospel of Mary, she was the one disciple who actually understood what Jesus meant. And the others, especially Peter, couldn't handle it. The result? History's most successful smear campaign. Centuries later, Pope Gregory the Great took the final shot, merging 3 different women from Scripture and declaring, without a shred of evidence, that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. And for over 1,000 years, the world believed it. But archaeology doesn't lie. In Magdala, her real hometown, excavations have uncovered inscriptions calling women teachers and leaders. One even mentions Miriam the teacher, the Hebrew form of Mary. The art from the first centuries shows her preaching to men, not kneeling before them. The church may have buried her gospel, rewritten her story, and painted over her image, but the truth has clawed its way back through time. Mary Magdalene wasn't a fallen woman begging for forgiveness. She was a revolutionary who dared to speak divine truth in a world terrified of female power. And that, more than anything, is why they